me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession.
Hello, folks. Richard Moore, USA GSA. I've got you a pre-Thanksgiving dinner bell ringer. So remember, you got it here first. So we're going to talk about some people that may be headed to the penitentiary. They're wearing badges right now, eating high on a hog on our tax dollar. It looks like the tide has shifted, ladies and gentlemen, in more ways than you can imagine. Before I jump into it, if you're not subscribed, I urge you to subscribe and hit the little bell icon there, and that'll let you know when you'll be notified when I put up something new. And it's often, it's on a regular basis. Also, share relentlessly. Wouldn't believe how the Home Office and the deep state of corruption hates free speech. Especially these criminals with badges that take an oath to uphold and protect the Constitution. We start with that First Amendment of that Constitution. Then that's a slippery slope. They say they're protecting it, and they're all for it until you say something they don't like, especially when you expose them. They're always lying. That's misinformation or whatever. So you're gonna get it here. They're doing everything they can to shut us up, shut me up. That's not gonna happen. Not without a fight. Now, in the description of the video is our link tree. We're 100% supported by our listeners, viewers, and followers. I say this every time, and I have to say it because I need to make everybody aware that that's what supports this platform. That's what gives USA GSA viability. In that link tree, the different ways you can support and you make donations at Cash App, Donor Box, Chime, GoFundMe, etc. There's several ways. Also, in the link tree are my blogs, WordPress, and Substack. I've written extensively about these corrupt government programs, these corrupt officials, and stories of victims that have been victimized by these programs and these officials. So there's a lot of information there on Substack. You can subscribe there free, or you can be a paid subscriber if you want to get into have full access to all the content. If you want to take a stand with USA GSA, it's real easy to do your part. Become a patron at Patreon. A patron at Patreon. It's a tongue twister almost. At USA GSA. That link's in there as well. And you get everything first. All the media, everything goes there for people that are on Patreon. And so you also have a open conduit to be able to communicate with me and other people that I work with. If I don't have what you want, what you need, chances are I can get it. I can get you that information or get you that assistance or put you in the right direction. So now with the story at hand, it is official, ladies and gentlemen. I know that that the fan base of the criminals with badges would like to believe that anybody that don't agree with these criminal clowns, that they're just making things up. It's some type of just blowing off hot air or something like that. And we've already seen stories and things that I've covered, and all of a sudden, they're making busts and making, and all this kind of stuff, like the casino over there in Clay County. that the sheriff was in on. But 2 weeks after I put him on blast, then they said they got an anonymous tip, and they went in there and raided the place. And of course, his Middle Eastern Indian friends, all the ones got arrested. The sheriff didn't arrest himself, nor did they arrest their the gang member that was running the door for them and handling their vice and drugs and everything else. So business as usual. And so Sheriff Eddie Scott is still raping, he's raped plenty of women. It's all in the paper. You know, these judges get all, these sheriffs get all bent out of shape when you start calling them on the carpet about raping people. You know, when New York Times has already covered it, it's already been, you know, all this stuff. So it's water under the bridge. He's still the sheriff, believe it or not. But we're talking about Eddie Hawkins. And Eddie Hawkins is officially. So, Eddie, you might as well, whether you do it or not, I promise you, by this time next week, you'll know it. So get on your Facebook page and go on and tell all you flaming fans the truth. And which I don't anticipate you doing that. Y'all can just come over here and ride on through, and I'll tell you what's really going on. While they're telling you about these miraculous things that the gonorrhea sting unit that is going on, what they're not telling you are the things that I'm telling you. And this is what matters. So the FBI is opened a new investigation into yours truly, Eddie Hawkins, Crooked Eddie Hawkins. Not just Crooked Eddie, his whole agency, his whole department. That's right. Jeff Edmondson and all you other stooges that work for him that are complicit with these crimes, that you think somehow that you're protected by qualified immunity. You better think again, buddy. I know y'all don't know anything about the law, and I know so far you've had a good run of it. But when you intentionally create crimes, when you intentionally break the law, when you intentionally violate a person's civil liberties and constitutional rights, you are not protected by qualified immunity. Okay? Now, I promise you, Eddie Hawkins ain't going to go down alone. So let the snitching begin. Y'all work that amongst yourselves. Since your sole survival, everything, you've hedged your everything on the snitch culture. So now you might want to get your snitching boots on, which I can't imagine ever having them off, and start clearing the air. I'm anxious to see how all that shakes out. I look for more people in this investigation to be drawn into it. Now, you have to realize there's a lot of people in Lowndes County and in this country that have lodged complaints against the police department, Columbus, and the Lowndes County Sheriff's Department together. Other agencies, but we'll keep it right there in Lowndes County. They're getting enough of this stuff, folks. And I got it on good authority. You can believe that. Don't get any better than that. They are under. Hey, Hawkins, you're under investigation. Okay, there you have it. I don't know if you're as happy about it as I am, but you may as well enjoy that for your Thanksgiving. And there's some other clowns that's probably going to get drug in this deal. I hadn't heard on it, but I can't imagine it going any other way other than the way it should go. Because in the scheme of things, well, these false arrests, these fake crimes, and these people coming up missing are people that y'all have murdered or just suddenly died in that jail. And every time somebody dies in that jail, they went and made the rounds. Inmate was unresponsive. Merchant, the coroner, said it looked like it was dead. NBI's investigating. You don't hear anything else out of it. Okay, same damn song and dance. Every now and then, throw a twist in there. Apparently, they died of an overdose. They've been in there for 3-4 months. But they died of an overdose of what? Because you can't get a damn aspirin in Lowndes County Jail. So, how they get dope in there? You got inmates easing out, going out the window at night, crawling the fence, and running to the corner and a dope house somewhere and getting dope. A, or B, a police is bringing it in there. How about the thought? We know that they didn't bring it in on themselves. Because y'all get them naked and run up in them and everything else when they get in there. So we know it didn't come in there like that. So I don't know who's buying this stuff while they overdosed in jail. That's what they said. Well, whose fault is it? Why? Did he really overdose or were they drugged? Okay. None of these things have been investigated, but they're investigating it now. Okay. Investigating it now. So the things that y'all thought, Eddie Hawkins, water under the bridge, is not water under the bridge. There's still a whole lot of unsettled business. There's a whole lot of people in Lowndes County, Mississippi, and their families that all over that have been changed and destroyed by the things, Eddie Hawkins, that you and your department have done. And you are the chief law enforcement officer of Lowndes County. And your organization is a direct reflection of you. I know that you believe it runs uphill. Somehow there's a bad apple. It runs downhill, my friend. It don't matter what matter how you think it runs, that you can't defy the law of gravity. Okay? You jump off the top of that police station 100 times. And I'm going to tell you 100 damn times you're going down. It's not, I wonder if I'm going to go up this time. Let's just about float this. Let's try it again. Okay? Defy the law of gravity. You can't defy it. And we know that shit rolls downhill. That's where they get it. But boys, y'all can't put it all on Crooked Eddie. Because he's gonna try to put it on you and do the mumbo jumbo shuffle. So I don't know how he's gonna get out of this. But you might want to try to get you a Ouija board or something, or an excavator, and dig Uncle Bunky's fat ass up and get him to draw a better picture of this for you. Okay, if that's the kind of science and mentality that you use there in Lowndes County. There's other criminals that I am quite sure, because I know of complaints that have been sent out about these criminals and criminal behavior, like Scott Cologne, the district attorney. We all do that. What about another thug that we hadn't mentioned yet, only because we've had too many other thugs to mention? But I'm not letting it go this time. So let me tell you, thug number one, bed buddy, holding hand, kissing cousin number one with Crooked Eddie Hawkins is none other than Kenneth Montgomery. Now, he will not bond you out if they tell him don't bond him out. He will drag you when they say drag him. That means to come up there, hang out the paperwork. Try tomorrow, try tomorrow, try tomorrow. Got to have this, then he changes the deal. Playing games. Violating, because you're conspiring, Kenneth, with Crooked Eddie to violate someone's due process. Well, we give them a bond, but they ain't going to be able to make it. Why? We can't get, because you conspired all these things I've just mentioned and more to keep those people in jail. And then you extorted their friends and family to get them out. And it's all pay to play, laughing all the way to the bank. Well, guess what? A lot of people are not laughing, and I damn sure ain't laughing. I don't know what you think you're doing down there, what you thought you was doing. So when these deputies when they say we can't tell you what bondsman to get, but they're telling them which bondsman to get. Y'all know what he's doing. Kids, y'all know what you're doing. And guess who else knows? The FBI knows, okay? So y'all have a good Thanksgiving. I want you to have a good Thanksgiving. But before we go, I just wanted to give you some reminders of why I do what I do. This is a real short list, but this should jog your memory and give you kind of an understanding of where I'm coming from when I'm talking about these criminals with badges, especially Lowndes County, Mississippi. I've got a list of people here that no longer have a voice. I know you like that, Crooked Eddie, and the people that voted for you. They no longer have a voice. Their families have been lied to. Their families will never forget the day they got that call, or they'll never forget the day, the last time they saw their child, or their dad, or their mother, etc. So keep this front and center while you're enjoying your dinner with your family, because there's some families out there that are having a different Thanksgiving today, including me. Ryan Taylor, Tyler Hall, Austin Hines, Brian Edwards, Sarah Jackson, L.W. Peaks, Brian Davis, Eddie Thomas Jr., Jeffrey Allen, and Russell Finch. That's just to name a few. Folks, y'all don't have to know what those names are about. Many of you do. But you rest assured, blood is on your hands, Eddie Hawkins, and your department. Let the chips fall where they may. Y'all stay tuned. Till next time, God bless you.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine.